What are the life processes? Life processes. The maintenance of a life, a living organism is essential even if they are moving, resting, or even sleeping. Okay, means the life processes are most important at any situation. Any situation. Maybe the organism also moving, maybe resting, it may be in sleep. Our life processes are also that time they are running, that are in the processes. Whether the life processes are stopped, whether it was in rest, the human being is in rest, or the living being in rest, that processes are togetherly performing some function to maintenance of our body, and that is called life processes. Life processes means those processes are togetherly performing the function of maintenance of life, or on which processes the life maintenance, the life is maintained by these processes, that processes are called life processes. Okay, here some examples: moving, resting, sleeping. Okay, that are the functions. Okay, to maintain that functions, our body performing some actions, the body performing some processes, that are the life processes. Here, which are the life processes? Okay, nutrition, respiration, circulation, excretion, growth, that are the life processes. Okay, on which our life is maintained. Okay, means okay, this horse is doing respiration. Okay, here it is the example of a circulation. The circulation systems, whether you have seen the diagram. Okay, this is the circulator system, open circulatory system in the organisms we are finely observing. Okay, the dorsal vessels, okay, heart, that are the processes. The heart is the important factor, the important organ in a circulatory system, main organ in circulatory system. The total circulatory system is attached with the heart. Through that circulatory system is circulating the blood. Okay, that are the example of the circulatory system. This is the example of the respiratory system. Respiration done by the horse. That are the processes: egestion, digestion, absorption, elimination. The mechanical digestion, the chemical processes done in the digestion, the conversion of the food. That are the processes. Enzymatic hydrolysis processes, nutritional molecular enter in the body, how to that was distributed, how to it was how does the agitation process, which factors important in digestive system, how the digested food is absorbed, and how it was eliminated. That all processes are most important regarding the life process. Here, it is the stomatal opening in the plant, open stomata, closed stomata, the kidney step structure in the stomata. It is the kidney step structure that are the guard cell guarding the stomata. It is the very important regarding the photosynthesis process. Organic and inorganic factors are also involved in photosynthesis process. Next one, the unicellular organisms. The organisms are in two categories, two types: unicellular organism and multicellular organisms. In unicellular organisms, all the processes carried out in only single cell. In these cells, all processes, agitation, elimination, digestion, circulation, respiration, excretion, means all processes carried out in one cell. That cells are unicellular. The such types of a function performing in a unicellular organism. But in multicellular organisms, there are systems to perform such type of functions. The particular system also working on that. The digestive systems only work on the digestion. The respiratory system only work on the respiration. The circulatory system only work on the circulation. No one can interfere in the one other systems. There are a separate compartment. There are a separate systems are for the multicellular organisms. In the multicellular organisms, well developed systems are present. Carry out such type of processes are above processes. Okay. Such type of systems are performing the life processes. Means this is the digestive system. This is the circulatory system. This is the means all this is the respiratory system here performing the respiration. Means the particular function, the particular process that was performed by the particular system. This one, nutrition. Okay, nutrition, the process of acquiring food that is needed for nourishment and the sustenance of the organisms. That is the nutrition. There are two main method of nutrition: autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition. Means the organism acquiring food, organism needed a food. The organisms are want nourishment and sustenance after the acquiring food. That's why it is needed to organism need to food for the nourishment and sustenance. That's why he acquiring the food, and that is called nutrition. In the nutrition, here are two types of modes: autotrophic mode and heterotrophic mode. You can see the examples. This is the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Means the organisms are totally dependent on the other organisms. That is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Whether organisms are depend on other nourishment and sustenance. They need a food for the above processes. They need a food for nourishment and sustenance. They are totally dependent on others. Okay, you can. Okay. That are the heterotrophs. This is the autotroph. Okay. What are the heterotrophs? What are the autotrophs? We are seeing in a next slide. Okay. Heterotrophic nutrition has a subtype as a holozoic, saprophatic, and parasitic. Okay. Here the heterotrophics also divided into three category or three types, subtypes, that are holozoic, saprophatic, and parasitic nutritions of mode. Holozoic nutrition of a mode, saprophatic nutrition of a mode, and the parasitic nutrition of mode. Okay, leave it. The holozoic means this one comes under the holozoic mode of nutrition. Means they are maybe dependent on carnivorous, omnivorous. Okay, this is the holozoic mode of nutrition. Okay, next one, the parasitic nutrition means the organisms are depend on living organisms. Organism depend on living organisms. Okay. This is the mode of nutrition. Okay. Heterotrophic nutrition, that are a holozoic nutrition. The saprophatic means the organisms are dependent on dead and decaying materials. That are the saprophatics. Parasitic means they are not kill the organisms, only dependent on the organisms. Okay, they are the suckers of the nutrition. They are sucking the nutrition from the living organisms. Here, this is the example. You can see this green slide. Okay, this green slide means upper part. अमरवेल हे का नाही, गुळवेल. आता कोरोनामध्ये आपण जो वापरतोय गुळवेल, तो गुळवेल काय, दे आर डिपेंडेड ऑन द अदर. तो काय करतो, कोण्यातरी झाडावर त्याच्या झाडाच्या साह्यानं वाढतो आणि त्याच्यातलं जे न्यूट्रिशन आहे ते फक्त काय करतो, ओढून घेतो. आणि त्यामुळं म्हणतात तो अमरवेल किंवा गुळवेल जो आहे तो कशावरला, लिंबाच्या झाडावरला चांगला असतो. का? Because they are sucking the nutrition from the neem plant. Okay, this is the third one. You can see the mushroom. It is the classical example of the parasitic nutrition. Okay, now this is total about the nutrition. This is the autotrophic nutrition, autotrophic mode of nutrition. If an organism can nourish itself by making its own food using a sunlight chemical, it's called as autotrophic mode of nutrition. Okay, means organisms with the help of sunlight, chlorophyll and inorganic compounds, the make itself its nourishment. That is the autotrophs. Auto means self, tropism means nourishment, hetero means dependent on other, tropism means nourishment. Okay, means those organisms are depend on other for the nourishment, that are the heterotrophs. Those organisms are a depend, they are not a depend on other for the tropism or the nourishment, that are the autotrophs. Okay, this is the total about the heterotrophs and autotrophs. This is the phototropism, chemotropism. Okay, plant photosynthesis use a light energy are called phototropisms. Okay, we have seen the classic example of the sunflower. Okay, sunflower also means turning the head toward the sunlight. Okay, when sun is arising, sunflower is seeing to the sun. When sun is setting, is turn the head toward the sunset. पहा किती सुंदर आहे. सकाळी उगवते वेळेस त्याचं तोंड सूर्याकडे असतं, मावळते वेळेस सूर्याकडे असतं. म्हणजे जसा जसा सूर्य काय होईल, टर्न होईल, तसं तसं त्याचं चेहरा आहे तो बदलत असतो. दुसरं एक उदाहरण आपण पाहतो, पहा अंधाऱ्या खोलीमध्ये किंवा खिडकीपाशी काय करा, एखादं प्लांट ठेवा, एखादं छोटंसं रोपटं लावा आणि तो काय करतं, सूर्यप्रकाशाच्या दिशेनं वाढतं. का? कारण ही वांट सनलाइट. Okay, that's why he grow toward the sunlight, and that is the phototropism. Chemotropism काय आहे? A few bacteria use a chemical to derive energy, that is called chemotropism. Okay, here, and this is the photosynthesis. Tomorrow we are discussing about the photosynthesis. Now we are